Hey, welcome to the Overwatch 2 ranking of all the characters' Batties. You must be wondering why you clicked on this video. I am too, don't worry. Rankings are simple. The no Batty tier, the somewhat Batty tier, the pretty big Batty tier, and last but certainly not least, the biggest Batty tier. Without further ado, we shall begin. Ana, hard to see, not really any Batty, no Batty tier. Ashe, quite a delectable bottom, pretty big Batty tier. Baptiste, honestly, quite caked up, somewhat Batty tier. Bastion, I don't think I can rate this, no Batty tier. Brigitte, probably pretty big, but a chunky ass arm makes it hard to see, somewhat Batty. Cassidy, flat as hell, nothing else I can say, no Batty tier. Diva, quite a grand rear end, pretty big Batty tier. Doomfist, his bakery is quite apparent, somewhat Batty. Echo, I mean, kinda, but harasser robot, somewhat Batty. Genji, flat sadly, but he is arching his back seductively, somewhat Batty tier. Hanzo, same as Genji really, somewhat Batty tier. Junker Queen, large woman, large Batty, pretty big Batty tier. Kiriko, that dump truck is making its presence known, pretty big Batty tier. Lucio, I mean, it is a Batty, and a Batty at that, somewhat Batty tier. Mei, probably pretty big, but I can't see past that fat ass coat, somewhat Batty tier. Mercy, Lord have mercy that dumpy, pretty big Batty tier. Moira, I don't want to look at it, no Batty tier. Arisa, she's a robot, but god damn is that robot caked up, pretty big Batty tier. Farah, I mean I think she does, but I'm not too sure, somewhat Batty tier. Ramatra, his ass can transform, and I think that deserves some points, somewhat Batty tier. Reaper, I don't think he has one, no Batty tier. Reinhardt, his size alone makes his dump truck huge, pretty big Batty tier. Roadhog, you can literally see it and it is huge, pretty big Batty tier. Sigma, I think he specialises in feet, not Batty, no Batty tier. Soldier 76, probably lost it somehow, no Batty tier. Sombra, it looks to be quite big, but that cloak makes it hard to see, pretty big Batty tier. Sojourn, she got to save some bread for the rest of us, pretty big Batty tier. Symmetra, huge, flumptuous, grand, pretty big Batty tier. Torbjorn, I mean it's alright I suppose, was expecting more though, somewhat Batty tier. Tracer, had huge ass since day one, pretty big Batty tier. You already know where she going, pretty big Batty tier. Zarya, I mean it's fine but nothing too special, somewhat Batty tier. And that rounds up the tier list, and now we have to rank the biggest Batty haver in Overwatch 2.